Hello and welcome to Rhythm and Purpose.
The podcast where we two sisters learn to navigate the world in an alternative way.
I'm Melody.
And I'm Ori.
Radiating confidence in me, cause I know just where I wanna be. No mistakes is defining me, cause living dark is such a tragedy. Every Monday we're sharing with you our healing journey. Living authentically with melody and harmony.
This new song and music video serves as like a part 2 to our health journeys. We still dive into the actual work that we were doing for our bodies up to this point, but this time we also show like some of my data, some of the data in general that we gotten from being on this journey for so long. And we also reveal in the video exactly how much weight we lost so far as a family. And if you haven't seen the visual yet, I recommend you watch Another Level, the visual for that, and the visual for Zenith before coming on to this episode, because we might get into spoiler territory, and I definitely recommend you check those things out so you get the whole picture.
Yeah.
Looking back, this whole process has taught me so much about my body, what I'm capable of, and even like the limiting beliefs I had about my body and myself that was keeping me from getting to where I currently am right now. And honestly, if it wasn't for my family's encouragement and seeing in real time what an effective workout looks like, I wouldn't have that understanding about my body that I do now. And I really had to unlearn a whole lot of behaviors. I had to unlearn the ways that I was stretching and the ways that I was doing workouts that I kind of allowed myself to do in gym spaces and spaces of fitness that if I continued to do would have injured myself, or I would have been doing a lot more harm to my body. And I thought after doing this as well that it will be easier to do things like sing and dance at the same time. But I'm still like struggling with my stamina, and it's an active journey that I have to be on in order to get to the place that I want to be, where I'm able to do those things without losing my breath all the time.
Yeah, no, and I feel the same way when I was doing the stamina challenge as well. But for me, my main focus was to build up my singing confidence, actually. I have made it my goal to never be a singer, and that was because I had these negative mindsets about me as a singer. I thought I could never be one. So, doing these stamina challenges, while it's also building up my stamina to be the dancer that I want to be, it's also helping me break down some of those thoughts that I had about me and what I am as a singer. So I really do like these challenges.
Yeah. And this journey hasn't been quick nor easy, but I do appreciate this new understanding that I have and seeing the undeniable evidence of my work in ways I haven't noticed before. It's just so amazing.
Yeah.
Looking at my Fitbit data now, my cardio load, which is kind of like the work score for your heart, basically saying how much work did your heart go through to help burn some of those things like body fat, is up by 13%. And
I give you some claps, okay?
Yes. Applause. And it really is amazing seeing the proof of what we've been doing as a family. And some of you guys already know the power of step counts because we talked a bit about walking on this podcast, but averaging like 5,000 steps a day, which is so different from the average of 2,000 or 1,000 that I was getting like a day, has really helped cause like an insane difference in how my body structure looks and my overall stamina as well.
Yeah, and I also see changes in my own body. Like, I am gaining more muscle. So although I'm gaining weight, that weight is muscle. And I never seen that in my body before. Like, I never had developed muscle, really. I always been just skinny. I never had actually the muscle to support myself and the things that I want to do. So it's very cool just seeing me like actually gain muscles and seeing the difference from my
Right.
old videos to now this. And I'm
Yeah.
really like happy about that.
Now, I haven't personally met my end goal yet. I still have 30 pounds, 34 pounds specifically left to lose. But what makes this stage so exciting is that it's not an impossible task anymore. Especially since I've already lost over 30 pounds so far in this
Yeah.
journey. And right now I have Right now, I have 48 days left until my birthday. And while I won't be at my final goal weight of 115 by then, I have set a new workout plan to help push and help accelerate the process of losing at least 10 more pounds. I want to be 145 by my big day. And I took
Yeah.
all the exercises and routines that work best for my body and used Gemini to create the complete plan. It mapped out my workout preferences that I gave it and target calorie burn that I gathered from my Fitbit data, and it made a plan so I can hit this birthday milestone from my starter point of 160, which is what I'm currently am right now, and stay on track to drop the remaining weight to get to 115 by next year.
Yeah. So I talked about like how you can really injure yourself if you do too much in an improper way. And I also went over how I learned a new method called the RICE method, which is rest, ice, compression, and elevation. But all this learning comes down to me learning these things to become the dancer that I want to be for Not Chicago. Like, I can't be a dancer and not know how to take care of myself.
Right.
What would that make me? So, to give you an update, when I did the ice bath last episode, my feet were looking really good. Like, the swelling went down. I was able to, move around more. And I was feeling pretty good. But when I started working out again, I was going to 100 with, like, my effort and my push. And it caused my feet to swell up again. And I forgot that I was still technically in recovery, that when I did that, I was still thinking in the mind of I have to push hard instead of thinking about really focusing on the technique. Sure, I was doing modified steps when I wasn't jumping as much, but I was still like trying to focus more on my power instead of the actual technique. And that makes sense because, like, again, I was still in recovery, and as a person who wants to be more of an athlete and a dancer, I have to really understand how real athletes take care of themselves. Like, athletes use compression wraps, they do ice baths, and when they're injured, they focus more on their technique and gradually build up the intensity throughout their recovery. I forgot about that because, again, I never been really injured before like that. So I completely forgot that I'm still recovering. Like, my body is not the same that it was before the swelling happened. It still has to catch up and, like, actually heal. And I am really understanding that now. So I really understand that I have to slow down and really understand what it takes to be a real athlete. And this is one of the things you have to do. Really know how to take care of yourself. But yeah, my feet are doing a little bit better, but I definitely know this time when I work out again, I'm going to do modify and slow it down because I'm still recovering.
Yeah. So you can find the full demo track along with the visual that goes along with it on ollymayuarts.com. Our website is back. Not all the updates are there yet, but it is back. It's running. So you'll be able to find those things there. And thank you for watching this week's episode of Rhythm and Purpose.
We'll see you next week.